From Main and Gervais, ABC Columbia News.
Well, we begin this afternoon with South Carolina paying its respects to a fallen lawmaker, and you can see that video right there.
Happening right now, Senator Clementa Pinckney's body is being moved into the State House Rotunda. Just about 10 minutes ago, Pinckney's body was carried by a horse-drawn caisson from Levy's funeral home on Taylor Street to right here across our studios down Main Street up onto the State House grounds. And
you can see the lines and throngs of people out there that gathered. They started gathering outside probably an hour before that processional began down Main Street here and arrived at the State House. Also, a line of people now moving over to the State House grounds.
And that's where we pick up our coverage. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for ABC Columbia News at 12:30. I'm Christy Vaughn.
And I'm Rochelle Dean. We are live from Main and Gervais. We begin this afternoon again paying respects to Senator Clementa Pinckney. And lawmakers are gathering this afternoon, as well as a lot of residents at the State House.
Right. Senator Clementa Pinckney's body has been transferred from the horse-drawn caisson into the processional where his body will be moved up into the State House Capitol Rotunda. Now, right now, we are going to take a live look outside at one of our crews. They are stationed on the State House grounds, and we are told that there are lines of people getting ready to go inside and view Senator Pinckney's body. Now, that viewing will take place at 1 p.m. You can see there from our live shot, folks lined up. Umbrellas, bottled water, because it is going to be hot out there today. We are expecting a long line for the viewing and for the processional. We're going to give you some quick updates here on what will happen for these folks that are getting ready to head inside. That viewing will take place from 1 until 5 today. And folks heading inside, looks like they might have a long wait, Rochelle. And we do have some information that we've gotten a full screen that we're going to put up here for you to let you know what you need to do if you're headed in.
That's right. It is expected to be a very busy afternoon, so you want to keep some of these things in mind if you do plan on attending. Although water is being provided, they are asking people to bring any medications you need, since you may, as Christy mentioned, be standing in that line for quite some time, starting outside the Northeast Visitors Entrance. That's where everyone is starting to line up. Everyone entering the building will be required to go through a security checkpoint once inside, and just before they'll be able to sign a registry.
And several law enforcement agencies are going to be on hand as well to help keep the crowd flowing and moving as quickly as possible. First up, the west side staircase, and back out the east side staircase leading to the northeast doors to that exit. And lastly, as you just saw from our live shot right out in front of the State House, get there early. No one will be able to enter the State House after 5 p.m. unless you have already been in line, and folks are in line. Now, what happens after the viewing? Well, after the public viewing, Senator Pinckney's body will return home to Charleston, where he will be laid to rest on Friday.
That's right. Senator Pinckney's funeral service will take place Friday morning at TD Arena at the College of Charleston. President Barack Obama will deliver the eulogy, and Vice President Joe Biden and First Lady Michelle Obama will join the president at funeral services. The House Speaker, John Boehner, will lead the bipartisan congressional delegation traveling to South Carolina on Friday for the service as well. Well, Trinity Episcopal Church will open its doors today in conjunction with Pinckney's viewing and in the wake of the Charleston shooting. Pastors say the cathedral will be open for prayer from 1 o'clock this afternoon until 5 p.m.
The church says it will hold brief prayers on the hour each hour, and the bells will toll on the hour as well. The community is invited to share in the event, say church leaders. And again, Rochelle, that's going to be at Trinity Episcopal Church. Well, shortly before 1, any minute now, Senator Pinckney's body will be officially placed in the rotunda at the State House, where he will lie in state.
Our Jennifer Reddy is live right now at the State House, where mourners, as we just showed you, are lining up to pay their respects. Jennifer?
Christy and Rochelle, the body of the late Reverend and Senator Clementa Pinckney just arrived here at the State House a few moments ago in front of hundreds of people out here to pay their respects, including Governor Nikki Haley and several lawmakers. Now, Senator Pinckney is respected by so many people, not only as a state lawmaker, but also as a pastor at Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston, where he lost his life far too short last week in the tragic church massacre. Now, Senator Pinckney served here in the House of Representatives from a very young age at 23 for 2 terms, and then he was elected to the Senate in 2001. Now, this viewing today is from 1 to 5, but there are also a few viewings tomorrow, one in Ridgeland and one tomorrow night in Charleston at Emmanuel AME from 6 to 8. We will have all of those details on our website, abccolumbia.com, and we will have more on today's viewing tonight at 6 and 11. From the State House, Jennifer Reddy, ABC Columbia News.
All right, thank you so much, Jennifer, and we will continue our coverage live from the State House. And even though today is a day of mourning for lawmakers, the debate over the Confederate flag remains a volatile topic. It is still flying in front of the State House this afternoon, but that could soon change.
That's right. Yesterday, hundreds of people attended a rally urging legislature to move quickly to remove the Confederate flag from the Capitol grounds. Some lawmakers joined in on that rally, encouraging citizens to continue honoring the 9 victims in the Charleston church shootings. And both the South Carolina House and Senate voted to take up the Confederate flag debate in this special session.
Yes, senators made passionate pleas for support as they acknowledged the past, but also looked towards the future yesterday.
And God will be with us to forge a real conversation about hate, race, and division in this state when we take down the Confederate flag.
And both chambers were in special session to work on the state budget. Officials say some bills on the Confederate flag issue have already been drafted and received for debate later this week. Of course, ABC Columbia will continue to keep you updated as the story continues to develop throughout the remainder of this week.
And ultimately, the issue now lies with the South Carolina legislature, but there are still mixed feelings over the decision to try and remove the flag from the State House grounds. Some see it as the removal of a racist symbol, while others see it as a symbol of their history and heritage.
History changes, you know, and if you don't learn and change with it, then you don't progress.
This is my heritage. I had a grandfather that died in this war. It means a lot to me, a whole lot.
And it's a debate happening across the Midlands and the state. In Charleston, officials at the Citadel have voted to move the Confederate Naval Jack flag from an on-campus chapel to another location on campus. But the Citadel president says the move will require an amendment to the Heritage Act by the South Carolina legislature. And from across the street to across the nation, presidential hopeful Hillary Clinton is weighing in on the Confederate flag controversy during an event in Missouri.
Recognizing it as a symbol of our nation's racist past that has no place in our present or our future. It shouldn't fly there. It shouldn't fly anywhere.
Well, that's a sentiment that's shared by many across the nation.
Virginia's governor says he wants the flag removed from license plate tags there. In Mississippi, some lawmakers are asking their governor to remove the Confederate symbol that's part of the state flag. Of course, South Carolina Senator and presidential candidate Lindsey Graham, he's weighing in. He says he's focused on the debate here at home, but knows exactly what Mississippi lawmakers should do.
If I were in Mississippi, I would vote to change the flag. But I'm not in Mississippi. But if I were in Mississippi, I'd vote to come up with another flag in light of this shooting. That's what I would do, but I'll leave it to the people of Mississippi. But if I were there, that's what I'd be urging. I've got my hands full taking down our Confederate flag and moving it to a museum.
And back here in the capital city, Allen University wants to honor the memory of the Charleston shooting victims. Senator Pinckney and 2 other victims are alumni of the school. Tomorrow night from 5:30 to 7:30, there will be a Pray for World Peace Vigil. It's going on in the John Hurst Gymnatorium on Pine Street. The event is open to the public. And of course, people right here in South Carolina and across the country are opening their hearts up to the Charleston community following last week's shooting.
That's right. And just a reminder, if you would like to contribute, you can do so by sending a check to the Mother Emanuel Hope Fund, care of the City of Charleston, P.O. Box 304, Charleston, South Carolina. That zip code 29402. Now that address is also on our website at abccolumbia.com.
And our coverage of the Charleston shooting continues this afternoon with new dramatic dash cam video. It's emerged of the moment cops arrested Dylan Roof after he allegedly gunned down those 9 people in Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston. Police in Shelby, North Carolina say Roof calmly identified himself when he was pulled over. After that, police say the FBI took over with questioning, but they only talked about food with Roof. According to the police chief, he says Roof was hungry, so an officer bought him a meal at Burger King. Right now, Roof sits in protective custody in a Charleston jail away from the general prison population. He has been charged with 9 counts of murder and a weapons charge. He is currently sitting in jail on a $1 million bond on that weapons charge.
That's right. Well, change is on the way, and it's not just happening right here behind us at the State House, where there is continued controversy over the Confederate flag, but also for retailers. Check this out. eBay and Amazon.com are the latest companies to ban the sale of Confederate battle flag merchandise. eBay says the flag is a contemporary symbol of divisiveness and racism, and it has long banned items that promote or glorify hate.
And another major retailer joining Walmart in halting the sale of items bearing the Confederate flag.
Yesterday, Sears Holding Company announced it's removing all Confederate flag merchandise from its website. A company spokesperson says none of the items were sold in stores or Kmart, which is also owned by Sears. Well, a grassroots movement has taken on social media promoting Blue, White Friday. The idea is this Friday that all South Carolinians, in a gesture of unity, wear blue and white, change social media profile pictures to the South Carolina flag, or fly that flag at your home. We'd love to see how you show your Palmetto State pride. And if you participate, post your pictures to our Facebook page and send them to our website at abccolumbia.com. We'd love to share some of them on air. Well, ABC Columbia is feeding a need right here in the Midlands.
Yeah, we've got more news to get to, how you can help next on ABC Columbia News at 12:30. We are live from Maine and Gervais.